Hello, Miller here, and welcome to what I've been playing this week. And this week it's SPACEBASE DF-9. So this is a alpha game from the team at Doublefine, and it is a complete redevelopment of the idea they came up with of Amnesia Fortnite 2012. It's a resource building Dwarf Fortress style thing in space. And it is incredibly alpha, and this is the first release. This is Alpha 1B. You can purchase the alpha for $25 from the website or through Steam, or pay more if you want to help the production. Please remember that it is very alpha at this point. There are vast swathes of the game missing, and it may seem relatively simple at the moment. And I suppose it is. But I still find it a lot of fun, and I've played it for a few hours, and I kind of enjoy it. So we're in the Start a New Space Base screen, and we can choose here where to go in the galaxy. And we've got some options to choose from in the top right corner: the stellar density, warp gate proximity, threat factor, or the magnetic interference. So each of those has a effect on the environment we'll be given. I think the environments are procedurally generated. They're a little bit random, certainly, as driven by those properties. So stellar density, from what I can gather, seems to influence how much raw material there's around. The warp gate proximity is, well, how close you are to a warp gate, which influences how often someone comes and says hello. The threat factor, I think, links with the warp gate and says how nice those people are going to be. And finally, magnetic interference will cause you to get lots of relics in the area, which you can scavenge from and find things that you need. So we're just going to have a look around here, and okay, semi-high density, a very close warp gate, low threat, and low magnetic interference. Let's choose it. So we're going to the wobbly cluster. It's 12 eons old, and here is the explanation of what those different things mean. So we're going to accept this as our location, and we're going to press the deploy button. Good lord, that was a long sleep. The first thing I'm going to do is just pause the game so we can have a quick look around. So here we are, this is what we have to work with. You can't actually see the edges, but I'd assume there are some somewhere. So we're going to need a fair amount of resources for our base. So when you're choosing where to start, we're going to sort of take some of these and mine them and use the resources. So we need to find somewhere suitably high in resource, at least initially. I'm sure we can build later sort of offshoots of the base later. I quite like that. Let's do something up here next to this. So we have our main resource here, which is matter, which is a unique value which is used for anything, and we have the amount of O2 capacity we have. So for every character we have, we've got 3 at the moment, we have to make sure they have enough oxygen so they live. As the little help message is saying, where are our guys gone? I've lost them already. Here they are. They can each have 8 minutes of oxygen, so you can see there as we mouse over, they've got 8 minutes of oxygen. When they run out of oxygen, they die. Simple as that. Space is hostile and horrible, so we can get rid of that. So, first thing we need to do, first part of any base is an airlock, so you can keep your good air in and keep the nasty vacuum out. So we can construct that, and we can build a room, and see what I mean? So we are beta here, you can see the drawing glitch there, it's the first time I've seen that. So the smallest we can build an airlock is a 2x3 inside. So there you go, so it actually takes 4x5 space on the board, but 2x3 is available inside. So we do that, and we want our guys to build that. So we can confirm that with C, and then we have to tell our guys who's a builder. So we can bring up the roster screen, and we can see everyone has different statistics of what they're good at. So for now, for speed, we're going to make them all builders. It does matter for some occupations more than others. For example, technicians, you really want 3-star technicians, especially at the start. Bad technicians will often damage equipment when they're trying to repair it, and If that's your O2 scrubbers, you're not going to have a good time. So we've assigned them a build duty, so we're going to speed them on over here now. So I've got 3 levels: speed, normal, double, or whatever. I doubt it's actually triple. Come on, guys. So obviously time's moving 3 times as quickly here, so they're going to start running out now. So here they are. They build the walls, they build the floors. How are we doing, guys? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock the walls down so we can see it with K, and I'm very quickly just going to pause it. So we've got 7 minutes of oxygen left. So we have to zone areas and tell the game what they're going to be. So we can click in it, and we can see we can set different types. So we can make an airlock, life support, a reactor, which isn't actually used in the game yet, a refinery, a residence, and a pub. Pub. A Doublefine British? That's a pub thing. A British thing. Oh, see, I want a pub now and I want a drink. Okay, so this is going to be an airlock. Okay, it's now an airlock, so it's assigned. So before I can place any doors on this, I need them to finish the walls. I'm hoping one day they can fix that. It would be a nice suggestion. So if I want to build a door here, construct a object that is a door. This is an airlock door. See, I can put one on that wall, but I can't put one on that wall. So I'll just wait. So cancel, and we'll just let our guys finish this wall. Come on. And come on. Right, there we go. Okay, so it's detected we've got the start of a valid base now, so they can't go in and out without functioning airlock. We're working on it already, and there is no oxygen, so they still need the spacesuits inside. So let's make this a valid airlock. So we can construct an object, a door, and we need 2 airlock doors. So there's 1, there's 2, and we will go and say that an airlock also needs a spacesuit locker. Now there's room for 3 of these in here. Everyone seems to, well, isometric door is managed with 1, so I'm just going to place 1 there. Okay, so I'm going to confirm the build. You can see it's going to take 80 of our matter away, and it instantly takes that, although they still have to build it. So we'll now let our guys build that, and we're going to plan ahead. So the next thing we need is another room. Incidentally, when you go into construction, it automatically unpauses. So we're going to need a place to produce oxygen. So we have, if we look in life support, you can see we've got these oxygen recyclers, and these take a space of 3 by 3. I can't really show it anyway. Well, there they are, 3 by 3. It's a little trick, and I don't know if it's a bug, but you can overlap these. Where there's a free space on the objects tile, you can overlap them. So actually, to have a room of, say, 4 oxygen units, you can actually use a space of a 5 by 5. So I don't know if that's a bug or not. Probably is. So I'm going to construct a room. Now, you could directly have your oxygen refinery straight off your airlock, but that means they've got to traipse through it, and that's not particularly great. So if they're going to need a 5 by 5, I'm going to make this little corridor here, and then I'm going to construct another room. Whoops. And make this a 5 by 5. So you see that it says life support only 2 oxygen recyclers, whereas if I make this 3, oh no, 5 by 5 they're claiming is valid. Okay, so maybe it's by design rather than a bug. So we'll just confirm that build, and that's going to take another 300 matter. And we're just going to zub time forward to make them finish it all. Okay, we can just see we've been interrupted by the game, and it's told us that one of our guys, his skill has improved. So if we actually look at the roster now, his building skill has apparently improved. It hasn't gone up a star. I have seen 4-star builders. So while these guys are just finishing off, I'm going to say that this room is now life support. There we go. And you see the floors change to suggest it's life support. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask our guys to build some oxygen recyclers. So 1 and 2. Now, I'm going to leave the space blank here. I've built 2. Each one of these supports 3 players. Now, what happens when one stops working? And what happens when they start getting inefficient? So let's have a little bit of redundancy. But in order for the oxygen to spread, we're going to need a door. I'm going to put that there. Okay. And the other thing we might want to do for a bit of safety is have a fire extinguisher on the wall. Now, things do set on fire in this game. And obviously fires consume oxygen, and you don't want people consuming oxygen. So there we go. If it goes on fire, our guys can grab something and put it out. So I'm going to confirm this build, and we've gone back to normal speed. Now I'm going to show the oxygen overlay, which shows you how much oxygen is in each area. Unsurprisingly, red is really bad. So our guys are finishing. There we go. We've got one oxygen recycler online now, and slowly, there you can see the oxygen level is increasing. And now that this room is complete, that door is allowed to open. And there we go. We've got the oxygen two oxygen recyclers online, and the colour's changing. The oxygen level's rising. And is it 50%? It's got to be, so it's good. 53%. 60%, and that's good enough for human habitation, or whatever these guys are. So actually, this is our base now. This is a functional base. But of course, this finite amount of matter is going away. What's this guy doing? Wandering around. Why are you wandering around? Get inside where it's safe. Okay, he's going to enter the base now. You can see the nice little animation on the door to show how much oxygen is in the room they're protecting. So they've gone down to no oxygen, the door's shut, there we go, and now the oxygen rises, and you can actually see that on the oxygen overlay. It's all quite well simulated, and all our guys are inside the base. So we need to get some more matter, because otherwise we're going to run out very quickly, and we do that through mining. So we can do that by specifying what areas to be mined. So we can highlight that and go, mine that please. And it's going to get us whatever that value actually means. I don't think actually that doesn't translate directly to matter. We're not going to get 1600 matter from that. But it's telling us we don't have any miners, and that's very true, we don't. I'll just confirm that as an order for now. So we can have miners by telling these people to mine, by changing their job role. So, for example, him and him are now miners. Great. So they're actually going to go outside, I suspect, when they feel like it. You don't have direct control over these guys, we're just influencing what they do. Alright, so he's off to mine. However, I'm actually just gonna set which guy, oh god, which guy was that who's going out? That's Nashir, right, Nashir, I'm gonna, is going to stay as a builder for now, because when our guys mine, they're going to get raw ore, and we can't do anything with raw ore. We need to refine it, so we need to build a refinery. We can just quickly have a look at a refinery. Here's one matter refinery, and it's a 4x4 area. So if we want 2, then it's going to have to be a 4x8 space, or using that trick, 4x7. So it depends on how you want it to look. So let us build a room. There we go. Use an existing wall. So what do we got? 1 matter refinery, 2 matter refinery. So there you can see 4x7. We can have a matter refinery. Or 2 of them. So let's get them to build that. So we're going to confirm that. Now, let's let our guys go free. So what we can do, but you need to be very careful, is we can put a door in now and tell it to build it. And hopefully, if they do build that door, it will go into its lockdown mode and won't leak any oxygen. If it doesn't, well, our guys are going to die. Yeah, you can see the door's gone red. And if we show oxygen, the oxygen's still fine here. So that door won't, you can almost see the padlock there, it's locked. In fact, we can look at the door, you can see it's in good condition. It's in normal mode now, which means the door will behave how the game wants it to. We can either manually lock it, or if we're mental, we could force it open and expose the innards of our base to the outside elements. So we've just been told by the game we don't have any refineries. So you can see here, he's bringing the asteroid chunks and just depositing it on the floor. Gee, thanks, Bob. Or Nashir, I think her name was. So these guys need to hurry up. So we'll just preemptively tell the game this is going to be a refinery. There we go, it's now a refinery. So we need them to finish that single 1 spot first. Cancel. You doing that or you doing that? Okay, right. Let's have some objects in here. So you're going to need a matter refinery, and we can ask them to queue that up, ready and waiting. And the other thing we're going to do, of course, for a little bit of health and safety, is give them a fire extinguisher. And because the matter refineries do set on fire quite regularly. So there we go, we've asked them to build it. And you can see we've only got 300 matter left now, so that's basically, we started with enough matter to build our oxygen supply, and build a refinery. That's all we had to do. So hopefully, come on guys, you're nearly there. And since the guy's finished mining, we're going to assign him to building duty. Because he's finished mining that. He's going to go outside and come help our dudes. Oh, okay. This is the start of the random events that happen. So, this chicken dude is flying by and said he'd like to come help us out on our base. And you know what? He sounds okay, so we're going to say yes. So this is the other reason for building more oxygen refineries than you actually need, is that you can take new characters on in very short notice. So we'll say, yeah, okay. And he's going to come aboard. So here he is, arriving. And it's 2 guys. Wow, so we're almost at capacity now. So you guys can come in. And let's see what they are, however. So these are the 2 new guys. You can tell because they're unassigned. So excellent. We've got a good technician. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 technicians. And that will help maintain our equipment. If we don't maintain our equipment, it will explode, set on fire. And if it's the oxygen we don't maintain, we're all going to die. Okay, guys. Remember, this is a beaten game. We've hit a bug and it's wasted a bit of our resources. We appear to have lost our matter refinery. I think it's because we placed the fire extinguisher on top of it in order. It doesn't seem to cope very well. It's like the fire extinguisher order overrides the previous order. So we'll just wait until that's finished building. So come on, guys, get inside. Come on. There we go, we've now got a valid fire extinguisher on the wall, and let's build a refinery. 1 matter refinery, plonk. Oh yeah, I've got to confirm it. So come on guys, you can build that now please. You see they're talking to each other. Now, they all have individual traits, and they will like some people and they will hate some people. So in the long run, expect to see some kind of rivalry between people, and it will make the interpersonal life much more interesting. So you can see here now we've got our refinery. It's in good condition, and our 2 oxygen recyclers are about 81%. So our technicians will probably eventually get to that. So if we have a very quick look at our guys now, you can see we have no miners. So what happens is, if there's no available refinery, they'll drop this ore on the floor, anywhere, and it will consume your entire base floor until you've got no space, and then I don't know what happens, maybe they just leave it outside, I think. So in order to get that into the refinery now, we need to make one of them a miner. Doesn't matter how good they are at it, because they've just got to shift it from one side of the base to the other. So hopefully, I don't know which one. Which guy did we ask? Was it this guy? Yeah, it's this guy. Picking up something, yeah. So he's going to pick up that, and he's going to put it in the matter refinery. We've got 100 matter at the moment, and when he's finished, that looks really, really wrong. Are you using it yet? There we go, we jumped to 240 matter, so we've got 240 matter from 1 asteroid chunk. And this is basically the game, and there are a bunch of other buildings that we can, rooms that we can build at the moment, residences, a pub, and there's the ability for the reactor. I believe in the next version you're going to have to make sure everything is powered. At the moment, power is infinite, it just comes from anywhere. So one thing I've learned very early on is that any base, you might want to actually build 2 airlocks side by side, because the number of times that I seem to have one set of guys coming in and one set of guys going out, and that really gets in the way. So I just want to quickly show you before wrapping up an individual player. So that's another player, that's a room. So here's our player. We can see what they're assigned to and what level of ability they have on it. And we can make sure they're healthy, happy, and what they're doing. In fact, we're following them around while looking at him. So he needs socialization, he's chatty, gregarious, mildly brave, mildly neat. He's got a friend, he's already got 2 enemies. 2 of our guys are an enemy? That's not good. And they have a favourite food and a favourite band, and I suspect that'll come into play shortly. We've also got SPACEBASE, which is of course the takeout of Twitter come Facebook. And so we can see what our guy thinks. First day, a new base, keep moving, I don't want to get fat. And yeah, throw myself at a new job. Yeah, there's a lot of space. It's big. So they all think different things. He's getting a little stir crazy, so probably needs somewhere to live on his own. Half our guys will sit around playing handheld games. I mean, I haven't given them anything to play it on, but apparently they do. Yep, they made me a technician. Whoop-de-doo. well, you're a technician, live with it. And yeah, you can just get an idea. This game is, as I say, being actively developed. It's already looking quite polished, and if it's just a case of fleshing out all the different systems and different things, then it's going to be quite fun. I mean, I've played it for 3 or 4 hours already, and I'm not completely bored of it yet. Oh, even another guy. So sometimes these guys can sound a bit crazy, and you may not want to take them on board. He sounds alright. Let him come in. How many people? 7. Okay. Instantly we're going to have a problem, because our base supports 6. And we'll start to run out of oxygen. You can see we're already at oxygen 92, 93%. And it's going down. Because the game, or regardless of whether you guys are inside or out, it's calculating them as being inside. So obviously, the way to fix this very quickly is build 2 new oxygen recyclers. Take care of the immediate load, and add a bit more capacity into place. Confirm. And these guys, what are they? Ooh, another technician. Whoop-de-doo. And I can set the guy to a miner. That's the game. I've been enjoying this quite a lot, as I've said. I'm looking forward to the new versions that come out. Doublefine are aiming about 1 release a month of this, and I can't remember what they're planning for the next version. I did have a look. I think it was something to do with medical, and I think the reactor, because that will add quite a big gameplay if you have to ensure that everything's got power, and if you haven't got power, it all goes very, very wrong. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. This was SPACEBASE Doublefine 9. It's in alpha by Doublefine. It's SPACEBASE DF-9.com, and it's around $25 to get into the alpha, and there's no more cost after that. You'll just get all the updates, available also via Steam. Okay guys, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.